trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. My sweetheart.
I'm Head of Student Engagement here at Royal Holloway. Firstly, please may I take this opportunity to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. We hope you have the most wonderful, memorable experience which you will look back on in years to come with a great sense of pride. Before we start the ceremony, I have a few points to run through with you. In the very unlikely event of us needing to evacuate our venue, please leave via the nearest exit, which might be behind you. Please follow our ushers to the assembly points. Guests requiring assistance will be escorted. Please take a moment now to see where your nearest exit is. In line with our environmental sustainability goals, our graduation program is now available in a digital format. If you haven't already, to view the program, please scan the QR code on the screen. You'll be able to follow the ceremony as the list of names in the program will match the order in which our graduands take to the stage. Please also remember to switch your phones and devices on to silent or do not disturb. I know that at some point you will want to whoop, cheer and applaud, and we strongly embrace these celebrations, so please do so with gusto. What I would ask of you, though, is that you whoop, cheer and applaud, and then quietly pause, so that our next graduand, soon to be graduates, and their supporters can enjoy their moment too. This ceremony is being filmed, and our professional photographers will be taking that all-important photograph of our graduates receiving their scroll. So as much as I know you'll want to capture that moment with your camera, please could I ask that you don't obstruct the view of the people behind you. Following this short briefing, the ceremony will start with a fanfare, followed by a formal procession of staff. You will then be welcomed by our presiding officer and enjoy a speech from the Executive Dean of the school. Towards the end of this speech, our ushers will line up our students row by row at the side of the room. Please make sure to leave all your belongings at your chair apart from your red cards. For some of you, you will receive additional coloured cards. Please don't worry about these. Just pop them behind your red card and hand them over to the staff member at the top of the ramp. When it is your time to be presented, wait for your name to be called, and our ushers will direct you. As you reach the presiding officer, you will doff your hat and collect your scroll. Now, I think what we're going to do is have a bit of a practice of doffing our caps. So after 3, all our graduands will doff their caps to me. Wait for it. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, thank you. When you're on stage, don't forget to pause for that all-important photo as you collect your scroll. Once you have collected it, please make your way across the stage, down the ramp, and around the hall back to your seat. Throughout the ceremony, please be considerate of others. Graduation is celebrating everyone's achievements. Please make sure to clap and cheer for all the graduates during the ceremony, as some families and supporters have not been able to make it. After the ceremony, please join us for your departmental photograph, and then head to Founders Square to celebrate with your fellow graduates, guests, and staff at your reception. Finally, here at Royal Holloway, we have such a diverse and international community of which we are incredibly proud of, embrace, and celebrate. We are so lucky to learn and work with students and colleagues from so many different countries and cultures daily. This is your community, and every one of us plays a crucial role in shaping the culture of our university. We encourage everyone here today to take the time to celebrate each other's achievements with empathy and kindness. Once again, huge congratulations for getting to this point in your student journey. Your hard work and resilience is truly incredible. Thank you. If you are comfortable, please stand for the arrival of the procession.
Please take your seats. Guests, colleagues, friends, families, guardians, supporters, and most importantly, graduands. On behalf of the university, I am just delighted to welcome you to Royal Holloway on this very important occasion, our graduation ceremony. It's wonderful to see you all gathered here and all looking so lovely, I must say. And we welcome those of you visiting for the very first time, those returning to a place that has become familiar, and to those watching this from around the world on our live stream. To you all, we extend a very warm welcome. And we hope you enjoy this ceremony and have a memorable and a happy day. It is truly wonderful to be able to share this graduation ceremony with you, celebrating as we are the fantastic achievements of the graduating class of 2024. Students, this is absolutely your day and your achievement. And graduation ceremonies mark an all too brief but special opportunity to reflect on all that has passed and, of course, to celebrate with loved ones and to begin a transition into a new chapter, a new stage of life. Sometimes that can feel like a bittersweet experience, as I genuinely hope you have all loved being here at Royal Holloway and are likely also therefore sensing a bit of a leave-taking of a place and a community that you value. To all of our student supporters in the audience or watching online or just with us in our thoughts today, we salute you for enabling everything being celebrated here today. Students, we are so very delighted for you, and we wish you an exciting future, whatever you choose to do next, whether that's further academic study, full-time employment, mind-enriching travel, or a contribution to the voluntary and charitable sector. Whatever that bright future holds, please carry the spirit of Royal Holloway with you, a spirit which is all about making a positive contribution in the world. You will be our ambassadors long into the future, and we are very lucky to be associated with you. As the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of this wonderful university, I get the great privilege of being invited to witness and to celebrate so many of our students' achievements during their time with us, from astonishing performances to the organising of science festivals and community engagement days, from serving as student representatives or taking on students' union roles, from volunteering, for which so many of our students have won awards and recognition this year, to working as graduate ambassadors on our open days and at other key events, from public talks to working in industry placements, from doing placements on politics in action and in programmes in the Houses of Parliament, from United Nations debating to business simulations to sporting excellence, from schools outreach work, careers mentoring, or involvement through RH 100 panels as advisors to the university as we've been developing our new RH 2030 strategy. I never cease to be amazed at the depth, the breadth, and the sheer brilliance and maturity and generosity of spirit with which our students carry out a myriad of activities. Students, you make a tangible difference to everyone you meet, from community groups to companies that you work with, or the future students who benefit from your kindness, your input, and your intellectual generosity. You are role models, all of you, and we could not be prouder. We are marking particular subjects in this ceremony. One of those is English, in its broad sense of literature and creative writing, such an amazing, capacious subject, and I can say that with absolute certainty because it's the discipline I still profess and participate in. I meet people from all walks of life who studied English at university, from the current Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, to the Chief Executive Officer of Universities UK, Vivian Stern, to leaders of industry, as well as the creative and cultural sector leaders. English is a subject that opens up the world. It invites you to question it with rigour, but also with compassion, and to see other points of view. Our world would be far less rich and far less nuanced without it. It's been a pleasure to learn about projects on everything from Shakespeare to creative writing, from practical digitisation projects and timelines work in the Black Cultural Archives in Brixton, to engaging with civic participatory research in the context of public libraries and museums, to thinking about flatlands, to engaging with climate change through poetry, all of it inspirational and impactful. And we are also marking graduates in literature, languages, and culture. Having a university in which a myriad of languages are spoken, learned, and researched is very important to me. And I have been delighted to see this kind of work taking place here at Royal Holloway and led not least by you, our brilliant students. In April, a group of our languages students supported GCSE speaking sessions in schools in the Hounslow area, and working with the Reach Foundation's Languages for All outreach initiative, they helped Year 11 students to prepare for their speaking exams, encouraging their skills and their confidence in language learning. Others have done fantastic voluntary projects working with English as second language speakers and refugee and asylum communities as part of our wider University of Sanctuary efforts. And we have celebrated yet more diversity of contribution at the student and colleague co-created Festival of Languages and Culture in May. Thank you all. At Royal Holloway, we describe ourselves as a university of social purpose, one that strives to have positive impact in the world through education and research, that seeks to address global challenges and to exercise care and compassion in the world. Our students, our graduates, as you will become today, are such a crucial factor in that effort. Our university values that were co-created with our students are all about pledging to be open, respectful, innovative, and daring, and I can do little better today than to hope that you will carry those values in your pockets and in your hearts and in your imaginations as you write the next pages of your story, graduates. It is absolutely your future to forge. Do it at your own pace. Take your own informed choices. And if you change your mind along the way about things, that's also okay. There is such a lot of world to see, and who knows what possibilities await. But please know that we're always here for you on the good days and in the more challenging times too. And please embody those Royal Holloway values as you step forward. There's been a lot of talk about hope in the ether recently, even in the wake of the football result last night. And hope is a really important thing. It helps us to keep striving, not to give up, to keep recognizing possibility. But hope is a wonderfully practical and pragmatic thing. It's something to figure out and embrace because it enables us to keep going forward, and to make sure we take others with us on the journey. The writer Barbara Kingsolver wrote, "The very least you can do in your life is figure out what you hope for, and the most you can do is to live inside that hope, not admire it from a distance, but live right in it, under its roof." So, as you push through those doors and into possibility in the months and the years ahead, all I ask of you, graduates, is that you live under hope's roof, but you also leave those doors open. The ones you've pushed through, leave them open for others. In fact, can I invite you to do more than that? Can I ask you to make sure you look back, that you hold out a helping hand, and that you help others along through that door to be alongside you? Education is about hope, it's about choice and opportunity, and it's about possibility, but it's also a tremendous and transformative privilege. Please bear it with your typical grace and generosity as you go to do good in the world. We're immensely proud of all that you have achieved and all that you will achieve. You are the very best of us. And so here is to you, our remarkable, brilliant, inspirational change makers. Enjoy today. Enjoy every moment of this ceremony and the celebrations that follow after. Go forward with confidence and pride into your bright future. Be successful, do amazing things, take care, and look after each other. In the words of Bob Dylan, may your heart always be joyful, and may your song always be sung. Thank you. And now graduates from the School of Humanities will be presented at this ceremony. The first group of graduates presented are those who studied a degree of Bachelor of Arts. The next will be those who studied a master's degree, and they will be followed by graduates who studied for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I am now delighted to welcome the Executive Dean of the School of Humanities, Professor Giuliana Pieri.
In all fields in the School of Humanities, students are taught by academics who engage in the top fields of research and practice. At Royal Holloway, these disciplines enjoy an enviable reputation for the quality of the research and teaching expertise of staff, much of which is world-leading and internationally renowned. But today, we're celebrating you, our students. We are all so incredibly proud of you. Studying at university at all levels requires passion, dedications to one's subject, academic rigor, and a mix of personal and professional skills that include resilience, tenacity, talent, and determination in completing your studies. The skills and knowledge you have gained while studying with us can be used as powerful tools to not only further yourselves, but to enact change in the world. We believe in the engaged humanities, in which we are active subjects for social and cultural change. I want to encourage you to take the lessons you've learned and go out and make changes in the world for the better. Help us to take forward the message of Royal Holloway as a university of social purpose. You're part of our history and of our future. We want to continue to share in your success and support you as you take the next steps in your career. Do keep us informed of what you do and what you go on to do. We all love to receive your news, and our next generation of students can be inspired by hearing about your successes as you step out as graduates. You are and will remain part of our Royal Holloway community. Like our alumni and international student, Marta Perez Carbonell, who has just published her debut novel, Nada Más Ilusorio, Nothing Less Real, in Spain, and will launch in translation in 8 further countries over the next few months. Or our alumna and staff member, Bryony Hughes, whose poem has been planted out with oaks from Windsor Great Park. Let me share a few examples of the inspiring activities in the departments of English and Languages, Literatures and Cultures in 2024. We have had 2 award-winning books in English. Dr. Katie McGettigan's book, The Transatlantic Materials of American Literature, Publishing U.S. Writing in Britain, 1830-1860, and Dr. Alison Knight, The Dark Bible, Cultures of Interpretation in Early Modern England. In the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, work from Dr. James Clifford Kent's NHS collaboration, commissioned by The Lancet and featured in The Times, has been awarded the British Journal of Photography's Portrait of Humanity Prize, an international photography award showcasing the diversity of human experiences across the world. The heads of department and I look forward to acknowledging your success today and meeting your families and your closest supporters. They too have been instrumental in your academic journey. For now, though, on behalf of everyone in the School of Humanities, I offer you every good wish for the future and congratulations. I know how proud your departments are of your achievements. We feel very privileged to have played a part in your journey through these very special years of your life. Make sure you celebrate in style today. With great pleasure, we now move to the presentation of the graduates. Please welcome the Head of Department of English, Professor Adam Roberts.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of English for the award of Bachelor of Arts degrees from the Department of English. Frances Machado de Lima. Safia Patain. Grace Andrews. Oriba Ansar. Sumaya Anshur. Roma Baines. Edward Baker. Lauren Basra. Jade Berkeley. Silas Byrne. Elena Chudrier. James Crook. Sophie Dale. Mariana Dimitrov. Leah Doyle. Lauren Ettinger. Callum Forsyth. Emily Gervasio. Harnor Guman. Hannah Green. Uvindo Goratingluknu. James Hall. Therese Hamilton. Victoria Humphrey. Caris Jones. Kira Joyce. Namiwa Kawaja. Lily Lovell. Evie Lovett. Alici Magnaki. No. Yulia Miku. Sophia Moss. Jessica Oakes Smith. Amelia Rafferty. Matthew Reed. Lorna Grace Root. Evelyn Rowe. Sarah Rutter. Lily Saunders. Liberty Simons. Olivia Singh. Maria Stasiak. Yimo Sung. Isabella Taylor. Neve Taylor. Olivia Taylor. Emily Thomas. Kayla Tomlinson. Sophia Trujillo. Shannon Choi. Sarah Van Praag. Alicia von Elberg. Awarded the Carolyn Spurgeon Memorial Prize, Ruchira Webb. Sophia Whitlam. Harriet Ivenik. Isra Zaman. Ikra Ali. Christina Amodio. Victoria Baker. Sadia Begum. Eleanor Chapman. Max Fleming. Zamina Imran. Ashpreet Kormanda. Tia Martello. Grace Simpson. Charlotte Town. Eleanor Walker. Jocelyn Afraya Yamoa. Ella Bradbury. Alasni Hatton Mountjoy, awarded the Classics Department Prize, excuse me. Beth McCowan. Also awarded the Classics Department Prize, Mika Nell. Hodan Aidid. Lena Antonsen. Ariba Ashraf. Rachel Berry. Hannah Branson. Hamish Brewster. Maisie Castle Mason. Joanne Chan. Zaki Chan. Anna Diedrichsen. Ekaterina Goncharenko. Elizabeth Graham. Sav Hamid. Bernardos Hantanto. Sophie Hobbs. Alex Milne. Calliope Okhaweri. William Parks. Jessica Pierce. Naomi Perez Pajon. Maddie Pope. Ellie Preston. Keisha Salis. Awarded the Creative Writing Prize for Excellence in Third Year Work, Abigail Shaw. Awarded the Edmund Manning Award for Excellence in a Third Year Prize, Caroline Söderlund. Connie Spall. Sarah Thornton. Daisy Tiller. Louisa Vander. Maisie Venice. Katie Warren. Josh Kang. Selena Jolly. Erin Lawler. Awarded the Catherine Mills Award, Isabella Riggs. Evangeline Utting. Millie Barnes. Alexandra Olszewska. Sadie Pearson. Ramsey Osema Torfik. Lynn Corliss. Alexandra Finnegan. Jasmine Fry. Elizabeth Juno. Erin Royan. Holly Thompson. Emily March. Tania Khan. Izzy Masters. Riley Moore. Adele Dolcetti. Emma Maria Lucy Valtorta. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of English, with a thesis title of Separately, Connectedly Exploring Trauma Affect through Ekphrasis in Contemporary Novels, supervised by Professor Lavinia Greenlaw and Professor Robert Eagleston, Alexandra Cannon. For a thesis entitled Women's Art Practices and the Pre-Raphaelite Artistic and Collective Identity, 1848 to 1865, supervised by Dr. Vicky Greenaway, Katia Costa Rodriguez. With a thesis title of Awe-Struck Poetics, Deer and Poems as Cute Objects, supervised by Professor Riddell Olson, Caroline Harris. with the thesis title of Towards a Politics of Care, Socialist Women Writers, Sympathy and the Novel, 1886 to 1939, supervised by Dr. Ruth Livesey and James Smith, Gemma Holgate. With the thesis title of Hydropoetics in the Work of Charles Olson and Kathleen Frazier, Osmosis and Projective Verse for Contemporary Poetic Practice, supervised by Professor Riddell Olson, Bryony Hughes. With the thesis title of Self-Portrait with Family, Poems, and Overlap and Spill in the work of Sandeep Parmar, Banu Kapil, and Will Harris, supervised by Dr. Prudence Bussey Chamberlain, Aman Haider. With the thesis title of The Poetic Dynamics of the Enactment of Trauma in the work of Charles Simic, supervised by Professor Lavinia Greenlaw and Professor Robert Eagleston, Suzanne Landsman. With the thesis title of Dickens and Dandyism, supervised by Dr. Ruth Livesey, Tiffany Olgum. With the thesis title of Undisciplining Oceania, Anthropology, Literature, and Robert Louis Stevenson, supervised by Dr. Ruth Livesey and Professor Robert Hampson, Chloe Osborne. With the thesis title of We Are Like to Run Mad with Sorrow and Against the Old Weird and the New Weird, supervised by myself, Professor Adam Roberts, Michael Wheatley. Script. That concludes the presentation of graduands from the Department of English. We will now have a short musical interlude before continuing with the presentation of the graduands. It is now my pleasure to welcome our talented student here at Royal Holloway to the stage. Please welcome Puvit Duedila.
Thank you, Pavit, for that wonderful performance. It is my great pleasure to continue with the presentation of graduands at this ceremony. Please welcome the head of the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, Professor Ruth Hemus.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures. For the award of Bachelor of Arts degrees from the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, Rory Cahoon. Isha Duttar. Jocelyn Keel. Gabriella Leventis. Omoruki Omo Ikaroda. Charutha Radhakrishnan. Letitia Maria Grafin von Schönberg-Glauchau. Claudia Macaluso. Ellie Paul. Maya D'Angelico. Awarded the Comparative Literature and Culture Prize, Alessia Gagliardi. Isabella Pierce. Madeline Boakes. Charlotte Gardner. Emily Huxter. Alexandra Lawrence. Danny Pilgrim. Alexandra Searstone. Maximilian Sewell. Isabel Tabib. Natalia Więckowska. Jed Willis. Shujing Young. Scarlett Broughton. Emmy Cousins. Isaac Crosby. Kaya Homewood. Katerina Hoy. Elizabeth Isaac Hirscher. Esther Ip. Lucy Stormont. Alison Crawford. Molly McLaughlin. Leah Tadio Litharathu. Ines Bruno. Zainab Shabar. Hayden Nash. Paula Rapahi. Sarah Ueda. Sophie Tipler. Valeria Ortiz Suarez. Kathleen Johnston. Eleanor Reedish. Awarded the Florence Terry Memorial Prize, Lucas Rayner. Isabella Thistlewood. Rebecca Dessar. Isabel West. Gaia Mills. Anna Kutuzova. Salma Mezun Karshush. Alice Gonsalves. Okay, Iran Gartha Torres. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures, with a thesis title of We Run Tings, Tings Na Run We, Black Humanity and the Non-Human World in Anglophone, Caribbean, Neo-Slave Narratives, 1983 to 2020, supervised by Dr. Danielle Sands and Dr. Fabrizio Di Dono, Renee Landau. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Languages, Literatures and Cultures.
So we now proceed with the award of the Honorary degree of the University of London. Honorary degrees are conferred on persons of conspicuous merit, outstanding in their field, and those who have given exceptional service to the university. I call upon Professor Ruth Livesey to present Nadifa Mohammed for the award of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa.
Vice-Chancellor and Principal, it is my privilege to present to you Nadifa Mohammed. This honour is awarded in recognition of Nadifa's outstanding contribution to literature. Her evocative storytelling and exploration of history and culture have resonated with readers around the world and inspired our students here at Royal Holloway. Nadifa was born in Hargeisa, Somaliland in 1981. Her family moved to London 5 years later for what was intended to be a temporary stay. However, the outbreak of civil war in Somalia made the UK their new home for good. Nadifa's curiosity and intellect shone out, leading her through local FE colleges here in Richmond to St Hilda's College, Oxford, where she studied history and politics. She'd always expected to have a more conventional career in politics or diplomacy, but it was in creative writing that Nadifa found a gift for exploring her interests most vividly. Her debut novel, Black Mamba Boy, a semi-biographical account of her father's life in East Africa and his migration to Britain, was published in 2010 to critical acclaim. It won the Betty Trask Prize and was shortlisted for many others. Reflecting on its genesis, Nadifa says, "It was about the whole process of becoming a writer, the research and interviews with my father in collaboration with him whilst developing my own creative language. That's where it all began." Her second novel, The Orchard of Lost Souls, set in Somalia on the eve of civil war, further established her as a powerful voice in literature. The Fortune Men, published in 2021, brought Nadifa international recognition as the first British Somali novelist to be nominated for the Booker Prize. Based on the true story of a Somali sailor wrongfully convicted of murder in 1950s Cardiff, The Guardian hailed Nadifa as a literary star of her generation. Recently, Nadifa has embraced new challenges, working on stage adaptations, travel writing, and documentary filmmaking with Channel 4's Britain's Human Zoos, for which she received a Factual TV Presenting Award nomination. "I think the last couple of years have really been about trying new things," she reflected. "I'm not one to be bored. I like to feel a bit of fear around what I'm doing." Nadifa's time at Royal Holloway as a lecturer in creative writing from 2018 to 2021 is marked by her ability to broaden her students' horizons. She founded the Black Writers at Royal Holloway series, bringing new voices and experiences into academic discourse. Her guidance encouraged students to break free from formal constraints and embrace vernacular dialects and colloquial language in our core teaching. I noticed very early on in teaching that people often feel they have to write in very formal English, and that can distance them from what they're trying to write about and the characters they're trying to create, Nadifa told us. She remains a passionate historian and oral storyteller, gathering personal stories through interviews, just as she collaborated with family members for her first two novels. A powerful advocate for African literature and cultural history, Nadifa was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of Literature in 2018 as part of its 40 Under 40 initiative, recognising her as a significant figure in international contemporary literature. It is with great pleasure that I invite you, Vice-Chancellor, to confer the degree of Doctor of Literature Honoris Causa of the University of London upon Nadifa Mohammed for not only enriching the literary landscape, but also for providing a voice for marginalised histories and experiences.
Well, thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you to everyone at Royal Holloway for giving me this very unexpected honour I was here for 3 years as a lecturer in the English and Creative Writing department, and we suffered through the pandemic. We formed very intense bonds across the student body, the teaching body, in this wonderful campus. And it's a real delight to be back here. I said I like to feel fear, and I'm feeling a little bit of fear today because I'm locked up writing a new book, and I'm not used to public speaking at the moment. Congratulations to all of the graduates today. I've been watching your faces as you come and collect your degrees, and the mixture of fear and excitement and pride is really wonderful. It could be an art piece on its own, just watching your faces as you roll up to the stage. There's many proud parents here, and it's making me think of my own graduation 21 years ago, where I graduated from history and politics, not knowing really at all what I wanted to do with my life. But I think in those 3 years, the questions that arose about my life, about who I was, about where I wanted to be, how I made sense of my life, I think those questions really started to take root then. And the next 10, 20, probably my whole life will be dedicated to answering those questions. Royal Holloway, I think, is a special university, not only the UK's most beautiful campus, as all of the materials say, but I think a place full of warmth, support, kindness, a student body that faced everything, all of the changes that the pandemic provoked with tenacity and strength. And I hope that you will all carry that forth in your lives as you go out into a very tumultuous world, as it is right now. I became a writer by accident, that's what I tell everyone, and there are all of these amazing moments in that life, including today. I don't really have any advice for you. I think the best thing I did in my early 20s was actually to not have answers and to try things and to fail. I think those early years after I graduated didn't feel like they were going anywhere, but they added up to so much in the end. So good luck. I wish you strength and opportunity and creativity and a hopeful sense that whatever you do, you'll get there in the end. Thank you. And thank you, Vice-Chancellor, and everyone again.
And I would now like to introduce our student orator, who will deliver a speech on behalf of our students who are being celebrated here today. Please welcome Francis Machado de Lima.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. It feels great to stand up here. Completing a degree is not easy. In fact, it took me 3 tries over 3 universities to finally get 1 degree. In a mandatory module on study skills in a different university, we were asked a multiple choice question: why do you study? The options ranged from career-focused to personal enjoyment to because I feel like I have to, and you could only choose one. But education is not a multiple choice question. These 3 years have not been just one thing. Education is difficult. We're balancing a universe of priorities: health, family, relationships, many of us having to work while we study to make ends meet, many of us graduating with loans, and still this is not accessible to everyone. But every person graduating here today, particularly those who have not had the easiest time in university, are an affirmation of the importance of learning and an affirmation of the importance of you being here, not only because of the new research and academic achievements coming from universities, but also in how we are changed and how we grow during this time, which exposes us to so many different influences, thoughts, and lives. How we change and how we change those around us. We trade pieces of the mosaics of our lives with each other, and we would not be ourselves without that. The idea of the academic community is nebulous and hard to define. It is the incredible class discussions we have and the moments of success in writing a good essay, but it's also having lunch with an astrophysicist and having a conversation that could not happen anywhere else. It's proofreading each other's work, it's the post-lecture chats with your tutor, it's the loving act of keeping a reading list of all the things your friends told you you'd like. It's carving out a small piece of this world, this campus, and saying, I want to have a conversation with you. The work of our educators is incredibly important. Studying literature, we've learned how to understand stories, and this is not a frivolous thing. Stories are powerful. They can be tools of oppression, of resistance, liberation, identity, and of peace. They direct and hold power every day, and understanding their genetic makeup gives us so much agency to make the decisions of our lives clear-headed. When a thing is named, it can be seen, and when it can be seen, it can be affected. Ursula Le Guin argued, speaking of stories, that the first human tool was not the axe, it was only the first one that survived the test of time. That the first tool was a woven carrier bag, a thing in which to transport something. Consider for a moment the importance of that shift. If that's the case, then perhaps the first human technology was the story, language that transports something over great distances, generations, and continents. This is the art we are trained in. This is what we leave with. There is no way to thank our teachers enough for what we have discovered together. But we have also learned other things. I've learned how to comfort a stranger crying in a student accommodation hallway. I've learned how to recognize a good line in a book by my friend's smile while reading it. I've learned that there is a point when caffeine no longer helps you write. I've learned how to be at home in a foreign country. And home is not a place physically, it's a point in time. Home lasts for as long as it does, and then we go out into the world and try to find it again. This non-permanence is not something bad, it's a natural part of the process of becoming human. Like the interpretations of stories, we must change, but we cannot forget that happiness, much like sorrow, is not a destination, but a measuring device for all our days. And though each of us is not unfamiliar with pain and pressure, we should remember that we were here once, and we were happy, and we were at home. I want to thank the staff making this event happen today. To the lecturers, to the Student Union, to all the Royal Holloway staff, I can't thank you enough. This has been the best 3 years of my life. To everyone else graduating, we did it. Nice. Welcome home. To my friends, thank you. I love you. I'm glad we exist. I would like to finish with a short poem I wrote first year. It's called Prayer. Sometimes the trees reach up to the sky, and I am waiting for a bus that will take me somewhere where I am old enough to sing. This red brick building, over 100 chimneys, 100 eyes like mine, specific in specificity. I just wanted to tell you, it's a beautiful day today. It's a beautiful day today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for so beautifully sharing your experience with us here today, Francis. It's a great achievement to be chosen to deliver one of the student orations. We're very proud of you. Before we leave today, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our wonderful student musicians, Lydia Callman, Catherine Mayer, and Oliver Grimes, who have played so beautifully for you. And graduates, I give you this opportunity to thank your guests for all the support that they've given you over these years. Graduates, put your hands together and whoop if you wish. And so finally, graduates, just to repeat, we are truly proud of what you have achieved here at Royal Holloway, and we are excited about your future journey. As you embark on that next chapter, I hope you look back fondly on this time with us. You truly enrich our lives and our communities, and we have loved celebrating with you in this ceremony today. Please, if you are comfortable, may I ask you all to now stand for the recession.
Please do take your seats. Firstly, let me take this opportunity to say congratulations to our graduates. We would now like to invite our graduates to stand row by row and make their way out of the venue using the entrances that you came in from, please. And then make your way to the South Quad for your departmental photograph. Please don't wait for your guests, they'll follow on shortly. The photograph will take place promptly at 3, so please don't miss it. As you leave, a member of staff will hand you a drinks token, which can be redeemed in Founders Square. We would be most grateful if you could please take your cups and rubbish with you. Please follow the signs when you leave the venue. Thank you very much.
Thank you.